Crack, creak, crack. The stump groans under unbearable pressure. Wood splintering, deep strain. Roots twist. Rotten bark caves inward as the mushroom's body presses down, absorbing every trace of decay. Crunch, snap. The possessed stump collapses completely. Not destroyed by force, but broken down piece by piece. MP minus 50. The price is steep. The mushroom staggers, breath heavy, power drained, but control maintained. Decompose works, but it consumes more than just the enemy. Wood falling apart, quiet thud. All that remains now is a pile of lifeless timber. No corruption, no movement, just silence. A new ability has awakened, and with it, a new risk. Chapter 17 has begun.
Decompose possessed stump. Successful. Mission complete. Decompose proficiency increased. Obtained decompose experience 200. Obtained wooden board 3 units. Obtained single cast ability camouflage 2 charges. Obtained single cast ability bark skin 1 charge. The forest grows quiet again. Only broken wood lies where danger once stood. Soft wind through leaves. Whoa. I got more experience using decompose than when I killed the monster. But this cooldown, it's way too long. Power always comes with a price. A single use reshaped the battlefield, but left the hero vulnerable. New abilities have been unlocked, yet timing will decide whether they become a blessing or a fatal weakness. With stronger skills and longer risks, the journey forward grows more dangerous.
Huh? What's this? Hey system, what's a single cast ability? System interface activates. Hello, player. These are abilities obtained from monsters you have decomposed. At most, you may receive 2 abilities from a monster. These abilities are consumable and will disappear after a single use. Abilities with duration will instead last for 10 minutes. Camouflage turns the user's body into an object within the environment. Cost 10 MP. Bark skin turns the user's skin into hardened wood bark, greatly increasing defense. Cost 0. I get it now. Usually when a hero is asked to kill a boss monster, they're given some kind of cheat skill. Beat. That ability, decompose, it's mine. Defeat the demon god? I'm starting to feel a little confident. Night slowly falls over the forest. The noisy daytime world fades away, replaced by silence and moonlight. Soft breeze through leaves. Under the crescent moon, 2 towering mushroom houses stand quietly, their windows glowing like sleepy eyes in the dark. So this is where I'll rest for now. A safe place. At least it feels that way. Pause. After gaining new power, the tiny mushroom hero doesn't rush forward. He knows one thing clearly. Strength isn't just about fighting, it's about surviving and growing stronger step by step. Footsteps slowing, door softly opening.
Bathed in warm light, the forest watches quietly as the night deepens. Tomorrow, new dangers will come, new monsters, new choices, and somewhere in the darkness, the journey of the mushroom hero continues. The fire burns softly in the darkness, its golden light dancing across the cave walls. Tonight, there is no battle, only rest, small embers popping. Curled up beside the warmth, the little ribbon pig sleeps soundly, its tiny breaths steady and calm. You really can sleep anywhere, huh? For the mushroom hero, this quiet moment feels strange. No system alerts, no monsters, no danger closing in. Just firelight and a companion who trusts him completely. Maybe this world isn't only about fighting. Maybe surviving together is strength too. Under the flickering flames, the night stretches on. Tomorrow will bring new challenges, new battles, and stronger enemies. But for now, the mushroom hero rests. And for the first time, he doesn't feel alone. System voice. Status check complete. Under the moonlit silence, the familiar blue screen flickers into view. Mushroom monster, level 15. His body has grown stronger, his magic deeper, and a strange power, decompose, now rests quietly among his skills. Soft UI transition. System voice. Ribbon Pig, level 14. Beside him, his companion stands out even more. Higher attack, faster speed, a sharper instinct for survival. Not just cute, but dangerous when pushed too far. In this world, numbers tell part of the story, but not all of it. I'm still weaker, but we cover each other's flaws. Short pause. One is cautious and calculating, the other is fearless and fierce. Together, they're stronger than their levels suggest. Tomorrow, the forest will test them again. New monsters, new dangers, new choices. But tonight, the mushroom hero knows this much for sure. He's not fighting alone anymore. Soft fire crackle. Even with steady progress, the truth is painfully clear. Stopping Golian's followers now, at this level, is like a mantis trying to block a charging chariot. I'm getting stronger, but not fast enough. Fire pops. Hey, system, if I keep leveling at this pace, how long until I can change my class? System alert tone. Good evening, player. Monsters cannot undergo class change. Instead, they grow stronger through evolution. Evolution. Not a choice, not a shortcut, but a path carved by survival. So that's it. No class to escape weakness. No role to hide behind. Only growth or extinction. The fire crackles. The forest listens. And beneath that small, rounded cap, a new understanding takes root. If strength can't be changed, then it must be earned. Through battles, through danger, through evolution. Evolution? Yup. Every monster has its own unique evolution pathways. However, evolution is not fixed. Special mutations may occur, depending on environment, behavior, and other hidden conditions. Not just strength, but choices. Not just levels, but the path taken to earn them. So where I fight, how I survive, what I become, all of it matters. Under the quiet glow of the fire, the tiny mushroom begins to understand. This world doesn't reward the strongest. It rewards those who adapt. Hidden conditions detected. Evolution paths will diverge based on future actions. A single decision may lead to power, or to something no one has ever seen before.
Then, when can I evolve? You will receive your evolution mission once you reach level 20. You will receive another evolution mission at level 40. Evolution isn't a gift, it's a trial. Level 20. That's not far. Fire pops softly. Every step forward now isn't just about survival, it's preparation. Each evolution mission may alter your future form. Failure may result in permanent path closure. So I don't just need strength, I need to choose carefully. In the flickering firelight, the small mushroom doesn't feel small anymore. Ahead lies power, and beyond that, consequences.
There's still 5 more levels. Can you tell me what the strongest evolutionary pathway is for a mushroom? Strength. Such a simple word, yet so dangerous. I don't want to evolve into that dumb-looking boulder mushroom that I saw before. There is no universally strongest evolutionary pathway. Evolution prioritizes compatibility, not appearance. In this world, power doesn't care what you want. It only responds to what you become. So if I choose wrong, I might be stuck with it forever. Each evolution reflects your actions, environment, and combat tendencies. The little mushroom clenches its tiny fists. If evolution is a mirror, then he'll make sure it reflects something terrifying.
I can provide the player with an evolution pathway. Each pathway will only cost you 200 gold coins.
Of course, there's always a price. So, you're finally showing your true colors, huh? The system had spoken of destiny, of hidden conditions, of fate shaped by effort. Yet now it spoke the oldest language of all, gold. Information has value. Value requires compensation. Figures. Guidance never comes for free. The little mushroom stared into the flames. 200 gold coins wasn't just a number, it was a test. Pay to see the future, or stumble blindly into evolution. And for the first time, the mushroom realized the system wasn't a guide, it was a merchant.
Don't get angry. Actually, I'm very generous. Here, I'll give you a pathway for free. A glowing screen unfolded before him. Bright, clear, unavoidable. Evolution pathway, mushroom monster. Level 20. Iron ore, bronze ore, and then boulder mushroom. It's you, the same ugly, rock-faced thing he had sworn never to become. Slow, bulky, expensive. Next evolution available at level 60. Diamonds, hundreds of them. Sunglasses, and 1 million gold coins. Naturally. This is your free option? Correct. The screen sparkled as if proud of itself. From soft fungus to walking boulder to a smug, glittering diamond shroom. No way. I'm not becoming a rock with legs. The system had shown its hand, and the mushroom understood one thing clearly. If this was the free path, the real evolution was being hidden on purpose. The mushroom stared at the image again. Diamond shroom. Cold, sharp, shiny. Diamond shroom. I mean, It still looks okay. Who would have thought a dumb-looking rock could turn into something like that? Even he had to admit it. It was kinda cool. Not bad, right? If you know the evolution pathway, you can collect the requirements beforehand. The blue window pulsed gently. Friendly. Patient. Too patient. It'll only cost you 200 gold coins. There it is. Of course. Nothing in this world was truly free. Not information, not power, not even destiny. First you show me the future, then you charge me for knowing it. The fire crackled beside him, his sparks floated upward. 200 coins wasn't much, but this wasn't about money, it was about control. If you're pushing this path so hard, then you're definitely hiding something better. The diamonds sparkled on the screen, and for the first time, the mushroom didn't ask how to evolve. He asked what the system didn't want him to become. The campfire crackled softly. The blue system window hovered in the air, silent, waiting. The mushroom didn't look at it. Instead, he stared into the flames. System, I know you're not dumb, so why would you think a monster like me would have gold coins? The question hung in the air, heavy, uncomfortable. Even the system didn't answer right away, because the truth was obvious. He didn't have pockets, he didn't have a bag, he didn't even have hands, just a soft body and a hard life. You want money from a creature that barely learned how to survive? The blue screen flickered, once, twice, like it was thinking. For the first time, the system's confidence wavered, because this wasn't a loophole, it was a flaw. If you want me to grow stronger, then stop pretending I live like a player. The fire burned brighter, and in that moment, the mushroom wasn't just leveling up, he was negotiating with the rules of the world itself. The system answered calmly, too calmly. Where there's a will, there's a way. The player can always think of some way to earn them. The mushroom's eye twitched. If you had turned me into a human, maybe I could have gathered some coins for you, but right now, I'm just a stupid mushroom monster, okay? The words slipped out harsher than he intended, but they were true. No hands to trade, no face to bargain, no place in a human economy, just roots in the dirt. For a moment, the system said nothing. Then how about this? I'll make an exception. I'll accept materials instead. The blue window shimmered. Materials in exchange for information. What does the player think? Do you want to? The fire reflected in the mushroom's eyes. Materials. That, at least, was something he could gather. The system had bent its rules, and the mushroom realized this world wasn't fair, but it was negotiable. The system waited, expecting hesitation, expecting negotiation. No need. The small figure pushed himself up from the ground, not rushed, not dramatic, just certain. Soft rustle, mushroom standing. The firelight stretched his shadow forward. For the first time, it didn't look small. No matter what you say, I already have an evolutionary goal in mind. The words landed heavier than coins ever could. This wasn't about shortcuts or favors. This was about direction. The system hovered silently, its glow steady, analyzing, recalculating. The mushroom wasn't rejecting the offer. He was rejecting dependence. Materials could be gathered, paths could be chosen, and evolution would happen on his terms. For the first time since awakening in this world, the mushroom wasn't reacting. He was deciding.
What does the player want to evolve into? The question echoed through the clearing. Not mocking, not doubtful, genuinely interested. In the mushroom's mind, images surged forward. Not fragile sprouts hiding in the dirt, but warriors, leaders, mushrooms that stood tall, armed and unafraid. The blades flashed, armor gleamed, an army formed beneath a towering crown. Mushroom King. Two simple words, heavy with ambition. This wasn't about survival anymore. It was about rule, to dominate the forest, to protect his kind, to stand at the peak, not as prey, but as sovereign. The system fell silent, processing a path far beyond its expectations. A king didn't beg for evolution. A king carved it. And at that moment, the age of a simple mushroom ended. The road to a mushroom king had begun. Second day. The forest woke beneath a wide, endless sky. Clouds drifted lazily, grass swayed in the breeze, and sunlight spilled across the hills like gold. But for one mushroom, there was no time for peace. Sharp gust, whoosh! His small body shot forward, rolling, leaping, thrown by the slope like a living stone. Ugh! Training had begun. No system guidance, no rewards flashing in the air, just raw movement. If he wanted to become a king, he couldn't remain slow, couldn't remain soft. Impact, dirt scattering, each tumble burned, each jump carved instinct into his body. Balance, speed, control. A king's foundation wasn't built in glory, but in repetition. Under the open sky, on the second day, the mushroom trained not as prey, but as a ruler in the making. Whoosh, crash. The wind split, and something came flying down the slope. Fast, wild, uncontrolled. Heavy landing, dirt scattering. A boar. Small but fierce, eyes blazing, tusks sharp. Herk! It slammed to a stop, right in front of him. The mushroom froze, not from fear, but surprise. His training had worked too well. Instead of running, he watched, measured. Grass rustling. The boar glared back, pawing the ground. A challenge, a warning. This wasn't practice anymore. This was the forest's answer. Two small figures stood on the hill, neither backing down. If he wanted to be king, this was the price. The second day of training had just turned into his first real fight. Before the dust could settle, another presence stepped forward. Tall, lean, deadly, blade scraping the ground. A blade mantis, eyes cold, arms curved like knives. One swing was enough to end everything. System. Medium mission activated. System. Hunt target, blade mantis. Reward, 500 experience points. 500. Enough to change his path. Enough to bring the Mushroom King closer. System. Reminder. High attack power. Extremely low defense. A monster built to kill, but fragile once struck. System. One mistake equals death. The mantis crouched. The mushroom didn't move. Not fear. Focus. If he wanted to evolve, he had to end this in one blow. The hunt had begun.